Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica J. This is Jessica J Create, where I create and share with the hopes of inspiring and connecting with you. In today's video, we are getting into the spring spirit here and going through my fabric stash to find some wonderful spring fabrics for spring sewing. Yay! So what I will be doing is just sharing some of my needs and objectives as far as my spring sewing plans go, what my inspiration is, and then going over the fabrics with you all. So to start out with some of my objectives with my spring sewing plans this year, I have some goals for 2024. If you're new here, I'll go ahead and link those videos down below to show you my goals and then where I'm at in that. But two aspects was sewing my stash as well as wearing some of my garments out into the world. So when I'm thinking about my spring plans this year, instead of making very elaborate formal wear or things that are kind of one moment looks, I'm looking to make more wearable pieces. So my fabric has to reflect that as well when I'm going through my stash and picking a few things out. As far as inspiration goes, going into pulling these fabrics, I'm really looking for that feminine, soft aesthetic. So very pale pinks, maybe some florals, maybe some frills, some creams and whites, things that have that traditional feminine girly look. I'm also looking for some like soft tailoring fabrics. One of my goals this year as well was to get better with my sewing skills, and one of those skill set categories is tailoring. So I'm looking for some fabrics that I can do some like soft, lightweight tailoring for summer and spring. And I really think those are the main things I'm looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and start pulling some fabrics and meet back up with you when I have a few to show. So I went ahead and stacked all the fabrics that I was able to pull onto my cutting table. And as you can see, there are a lot of stacks of fabric. So I definitely have enough to get some good spring sewing in, and I'm really excited about that. Now I did organize them a bit here. One thing I did fail to mention was that I purchased these sneakers from Ross, and I just loved all the different colors in them, and I knew I had fabrics in my stash that would go really well with them. So I'm definitely using those as a jumping off point, again, so that I can make garments that are wearable, have shoes to go with them, you know, with all the colors that I need, and that way I can just throw them on and actually get outside and wear my looks. But here are the stacks. This one here is the florals, and then I have the tailored fabrics so that I can make some lightweight tailored pieces. Behind that we have our linens or linen-like fabrics, because also kind of tailored pieces, but I can make dresses or other things as well. Behind the florals I have all of these lace curtains. Ton of lace curtains. And then right in front here we have our stack of what I'm calling silkies, because they're just very slippery and silky. And those are everything. Okay, so the first category of fabric I'm going to share with you today are the tailored, lightweight tailored. So this one here has this really cool like diagonal knit look. I don't believe it's actually a knit, doesn't really stretch, but it's pretty medium weight, definitely more early spring, which we're already in, so probably something I need to start with soon. But it is a really nice color and it looks really good with the sneakers. Next up is this really soft pink, super lightweight tailored fabric. So I think that'll be great. And then I have two 2-yard cuts of this fabric here. This one is very drapey. It looks like it pulls pretty easily, which is a little annoying, but I think I could do something fun with that. And then I have the two 2-yard cuts of that one. And this is one of my favorites. I don't know what this is, but it is such a pretty color. It's like the perfect weight for some trousers. Has a little bit of stretch, as you can see, but very, very nice weight. Really, I feel like this is an all-season fabric. Maybe, no, even summer, I could see you wearing this. It's just like that perfect weight and perfect color. And then those were all of the like tailored fabrics. So I'll go ahead and grab another stack for you. There you go. Right. All right. So next up, I thought we'd go over our florals because obviously spring floral, I won't leave you waiting till the end to see them. First up is this extremely wrinkled floral print fabric. This is such an interesting print. I believe I purchased this as for $1 in a bulk, estate sale. But it's interesting because it has light pink flowers in the background and then these beautiful, like deeper, almost, I don't know, magenta and plum roses on top of it. Very unique, very pretty, very drapey, probably some type of poly. So that's going to be fun to work with. And then from that same estate sale, I purchased this one. This doesn't come with a lot of yardage that I have to be aware of. It's really, really maybe a yard, maybe a yard and a half. But it's very drapey, very pretty, perfect color. Then I have this bed sheet that I purchased from a thrift store. I love sewing with bed sheets because they're so soft and worn, and they usually have some really pretty prints. I love the colors in this one. And then this super fun cut of fabric, I've never seen anything like this. Also got it at that estate sale, might be vintage, but look at the colors in this thing. It's insane. So pretty, like strawberries, grapes, flowers, a grid print. Like, I'm not sure what I'll make with this. It might be pushed into our summer sewing, but for now, I'll keep it with spring. And then I have upholstery fabric. This one's really nice. It reminds me of like Rifle Paper Company, their type of prints, or even like a Laura Ashley. It is a heavier weight because it's upholstery fabric. So it would be something, I don't know what I would really make actually. But the point is that I have it, I know I have it, and I've shopped it from my stash. And if something pops up out at me, I guess, I'll be able to use it. But it's just this really pretty striped floral print. Definitely reminds me of Laura Ashley, Rifle Paper Company, that type of very feminine look, which is what I'm going for. Okay, let's get another stack. Okay, next up, I thought I'd do my linens, linen-like and silkies. These are all solids, I do believe. Oh, they're so slippery and silky, they're falling off my lap. Oh no. Okay. First up, I have this pink fabric here. Could be cotton, probably is cotton, but it reminds me of a linen as well and how stiff it is. But I think it's just a very stiff cotton fabric and very, very pale pink. So super feminine, definitely something I can use. Very lightweight. So, and there's a decent amount of yardage there. And then I have two actual linen curtains, just creamy linen from Target. These were thrifted. They were actually used in my last sewing studio, but I no longer need them. So I thought, you know, why not make something for spring out of them? Then I have 2 of those. Ooh, this fabric is super silky, gorgeous color, good amount of yardage. So, and this is like the exact color that is in my sneakers, which is fantastic, right? Don't know exactly what I'm going to make from it. I do feel like it's some type of synthetic material, which means it could get a little uncomfortable in the summer or when it's warmer spring. And I know this is my spring sewing plans, but I don't plan on just wearing these things in spring. Hopefully I'll be able to transition some of them into summer, especially since it takes so long and so much effort to make them. Now this next material is really interesting. I don't even know the word for that, where it has that built-in texture. Let's see if you can see it. But it is cream. That texture makes it super slinky and drapey. I have about 1.5 yards of it. Where I got it from, I have no idea. Like, no idea. But it matched the look and feel of what I'm going for. So I went ahead and grabbed that as well. Then I have this, I believe, tablecloth that I thrifted, which has this really beautiful embroidery on it. It comes off a little more rich on the camera than it is in real life. It's more, it's like an orange mauve mix. So maybe it does show pretty correctly. I just feel like it looks a little bit richer on the camera than it actually is. Not sure what I'll make with that, but it is really nice. It's silky, slinky. And then I have a nice amount of this white, just basic drapey fabric. And those are all the silkies. That stack was pretty heavy and it was moving around, which was really annoying. But I also like things that are drapey and silky when I'm wearing them. So I'm pretty excited that I have so many to choose from when it comes for my spring sewing this year, because I think I'll get some really nice pieces that actually feel good and feel like me, that I'm compelled to wear out more, especially since they're not boldly printed. Yeah, I think that's good for me. I like that for me. Okay. Last but certainly not least are my laces. Now, all of these were actually given to me for free. I found a post on Facebook Marketplace when I was decorating my room looking for some lace curtains to put up in my room, and they were listed as $1. And so I messaged and I said, hey, are they $1 each, or is it just $1 for everything? And they said, oh, we're actually just giving it away. And then they were only like 5 minutes away from me, which was amazing. So I have the curtains that I chose for my room, and they're up and they're fabulous. And I'm left with all of these. So I don't know if I'm gonna like open these all the way up, because it took a lot to fold them, but I'll at least hold them up so that you're able to see. Most all of them have like the border, because they are curtains and they're kind of meant to hang like that. This one's a very pure white. It's very soft. So that's nice. And then this one, quite a few of them had color added to them. At the border. Very pretty. I have 2 of those. Uh-oh. 2 of these. And then I have this more cream cut here with more dense flowers. So these help me get that ultra feminine feeling in my spring wardrobe, because lace is just extremely feminine, extremely alluring and soft and attractive, which I like. A little easygoing, you know. Okay, this is the valance that came with this one. So I'll show you the good side. Then the lace pairing. And then I have the panel for that as well. So this last one, hopefully, let me come a little closer, you're able to see, has very large flowers on it and this super gorgeous border. I think that is just pretty stunning. Can't tell, but there is a little bit of color on the flowers. Maybe if I turned it to the side, you'd be able to see that better. Well, there we have it. Those are the fabrics that I have shopped from my stash for spring. What do you think? Right? Am I giving off that feminine, sophisticated, airy, girly vibe that I'm going for with these fabrics? Is there one that you are excited to see more than the rest? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Okay, I better get going so I can actually sew some of this up, right? Because it's a lot of fabric and a little bit of time. But thank you for spending your valuable time with me. I love you, and I hope that all of your spring sewing projects and dreams come true. Okay, bye.